What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Jimmy here. Just wanted to share another kind of video for you guys today. I know it's a little bit different than my normal reaction videos, but again, I told you I wanted to have a variety of content, so this is what it is. Today, actually, I'm going to be sharing you a story about my personal Me Too experience. And I'm smiling not because I want to make light of a very serious situation. I'm smiling because to me it was genuinely a funny experience. As I get to look back on that experience, I think it was something that I had to grow through, and now that I'm healed from it, I just wanted to share it with you guys. So here it is. When I was 16 years old, I had to take the bus to and from school. My school was all the way out in Chaska, Minnesota, and I lived in South Minneapolis, Minnesota, actually not too far from where George Floyd was murdered. That being the case, because I had to take the bus that far, it was a really weird bus route to get to and from my school. I actually had to go out of the way a little bit and then come back just to get to my house from school and get to school from my house. To be kind of clear, the bus actually had to drop me off on the highway. And where it dropped me off was actually on Lake Street. So if you know where Lake Street is in Minneapolis, if you're from Minneapolis, you know where Lake Street is. If you go to 35W in Lake Street, that's where the bus would drop me off on the highway, and they would take steps down from the top of the bridge from the highway down into Lake Street. Now, if you're familiar with Minneapolis and you're familiar with Lake Street is one of the, I would say one of the roughest parts of South Minneapolis, one of the rougher neighborhoods. There's a lot of stuff going down, a lot of drugs, a lot of crime, a lot of different things going down on Lake Street, but it is a really cool place and experience because they got the global cultural center, the global market cultural center. They have a lot of my favorite taco joints there, just a lot of good stuff over there. But so you take the good with the bad. Well, this particular area also happens to be an area where a lot of prostitution goes down, a lot of different kind of things go down, and that's actually just the area where I actually had to walk through to get myself home from high school. So just like a normal day, I'm getting dropped off from the top of the bridge on the bus on 35W, and I actually preferred this because the other route that I would take the bus home, it would be a longer walk. It would take me different places that would be a longer walk. So I actually liked this particular drop-off point because it was a shorter walk from that spot to my house. Well, this particular day, it didn't really go the way I had envisioned, the way I had hoped. I get off the bus, I walk down the stairs, and I'm on Lake Street, and I hit about 4th Avenue. And right as I hit about 4th Avenue, this person comes out, and I'm not gonna say whether it was a man or a lady, and that is because I genuinely don't know. I'm telling you, this person was wearing a bright pink jumpsuit. Like, y'all remember the man, I'm trying to remember like those jumpsuits that kids used to wear in school that had the suede feel to it. I don't really know how to explain it, but there was these jumpsuits that folks used to wear back in the day, and that's what this person had on, and it was bright pink, and it was like a belly. The top was like a belly situation where half their belly was hanging out, and it was not a pretty sight. Let me just clarify that. And it looked like some stuff, stuff was stuffed in. But I'll tell you, this person, just upon looking at them, it looked like they were going through a gender change or something like that. They had a little bit of facial hair growing out. At the time, had more facial hair than me. Now, granted, I was 16. I wasn't growing a lot of facial hair at the time. So at the time, this person was growing more facial hair than me. But then at the same time was trying to look cute with the pink jumpsuit and everything, and then had the weave coming out. I was genuinely confused. I cannot tell you, I was genuinely confused at the situation that was going on here. But you know what? Different strokes for different folks. There's different types of people out there. I'm aware. So you know what? I just decided I was going to keep it pushing. Ain't nothing to it. Well, this person decided that they were going to approach me, a 16-year-old coming home from school. Well, as they approached me, they asked me if they could, what's the word I want to use? They asked if they wanted to swallow my microphone, if you understand what I'm saying. They wanted to swallow my microphone. As a 16-year-old, I was like, nah, I'm cool, I'm straight. Then they proceeded to ask again. And I was like, no. Then they were like, please. I was like, super nah, I'm not doing this. Then this person said, hey, I will offer you $50 to swallow your microphone. Huh? Now, first of all, that doesn't even economically make sense. Swallow my what? For $50? So you're telling me that you want to pay me to do a service that normally people would pay for? Like, okay, brother, sister, whatever. Hey, you got some things backwards. I'm gonna just tell you that. Okay, you just got some things backwards. But either way, I still declined. I said, you know what? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. Well, then this person proceeded to try to grab at my belt buckle, right? Threw my hands out the way, then tried to grab my belt buckle. Well, I was not having any of that. At that moment, I'm telling you, my heart was racing like no other. That moment, all I remember was just pushing as hard as I can. Again, I'm not someone who likes to fight strangers. Typically, every time I've ever fought in my life, it has typically been someone I knew very well, and we got to a falling out point, to the point where we actually had to fight. All my best friends, if you're a best friend in my life, typically we've ended up fighting at one point or another, right? So I don't necessarily fight strangers. I don't like to fight strangers. Well, in this moment, I was just in self-defense mode. I was just in mode of get out as fast as possible. So I just pushed this person, wasn't interested in fighting, wasn't interested in talking. I just pushed this person as fast as possible. And I cannot tell you that I don't even remember my legs moving. All I knew that I blinked, y'all, and I was a whole block away from this person. I was a whole block away. I moved so fast. I said, you are not about to get me. You are not about to get me. Now I got my whole life ahead of me, and you are not about to get me. But I tell you, man, my heart was racing. I was freaking out. So you know what I did? I called my mama. I said, Mom, look, I just had this crazy experience and this person is coming after me. I need you to come pick me up. My mom was like, what? Just walk home. Where are you at? I'm like, I'm on Lake Street. I need you to come pick me up. Just walk home. No, I can't, because you don't understand. This happened and I need you to come pick me up. My mom was not about to pick me up. She had me walking all the way home. And I tell you, I had never been so mad at my mom in my life. I was so mad. I was like, man, she's not gonna pick me up, and people are trying to swallow my microphone, and I'm trying to get home, just have a normal day, and this stuff gonna happen to me. I was mad. Mad. Well, at the end of it all, I was able to get home safely. Nothing came out of that. And even since then, I still go back to that place because my favorite taco joint is over by where that happened. So I still end up going back there, and that lets me know that I've been able to heal from that experience. But I will tell you that from that experience, it was really hard for me to deal with a lot of my fears. From that experience, I did walk away with some serious fear, some serious trauma that I actually had to deal with. And as a result, it affected some of my relationships with people who identify as gay, trans, lesbian, all those different things. And I had a lot of people in my life that identified that way, and I struggled with that for a moment. But after I was able to go through that healing process, I think I was able to make some valuable friendships, some valuable relationships. But it took me some time, so God had to heal me through that. But all that to say, I'm good now. But yo, that's my Me Too story. I was able to survive it. Thank y'all for listening. And hey, if you guys liked it, make sure you leave a like. If you loved it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, so that way we can do our part to grow in this community, man. I really want to grow this community. I really want to grow this channel, so that way I can do more fun stuff like this. And I just want to thank y'all for continuing to support and watch. And hey, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.